guys, Taps here. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm super excited to share another video with you. I am particularly excited about this video because I want to be showing you exactly how to create a directory or a listing website for free, absolutely for free. That might sound so crazy, that might sound so unbelievable. Really, that's what I really do on my channel. I bring you awesome videos that will help you with WordPress, that will make you design your website, that will make you look like a pro, even if you're a non-techie. So if you are excited about this video, I don't want to waste so much time, but before I go straight into this tutorial, if you are new on my channel, please hit the subscribe button and like this video, because that's the only way that YouTube algorithm would make this video more visible for other people to see. And also join the family, because I keep posting awesome videos like this one. We'll be designing this website with Hivepress, and Hivepress have a number of themes, from Expert Hive to Tax Hive to Rental Hive to Job Hive to ListingHive. And ListingHive is kind of free while others are paid. I've done a video recently on Expert Hive. I will drop a link in the description below. You see how you can design a freelance marketplace like this. Fantastic theme, I must say, but we are not spending time on that. We are spending time on ListingHive. There's quite a lot that we can do with this theme. We can check the live demo here, but I don't really want us to waste so much time doing that. But if we go to the details of this theme, you'll see that it is a lightweight, clean, modern WordPress theme that allow you build any type of directory or listing website absolutely in no time. We can hit the download button here, and this will take us to WordPress.org, where we can download this theme from the WordPress repository. But some of the things we need to know is that this theme is highly easy to use and customizable. It is truly multi-purpose because there are no defined categories or attributes or even search filters, and I'll be showing you that real quick. You can customize this. This can be used for any niche, and this is very intuitive, and very easy to use. And another thing you need to know is that there are a lot of free and paid extensions that are included in this theme. The ListingHive and also the plugin that powers it, which is the Hivepress plugin, is free, and you also have some free extensions like I was about to mention earlier. The ListingHive is a multi-purpose theme that can be used for creating any type of website that you want, maybe a classified, car directory, travel directory, a marketplace of services, and just so on. And as at the time I am filming this video, this is February 2022, this theme is the most popular free WordPress theme in the WordPress repository, because it has over 5,000 active installations. This website is highly monetizable with a lot of features, and that I'll be showing you also in this video. And that's not it all. This theme integrates easily with the WordPress blog editor, and that's Gutenberg, the WordPress default page builder, and that means that you're going to have a very super lightweight theme. Well, all of these things sound so good and too good to be true, but the amazing thing about this theme is that it is highly multi-purpose, and it can suit any type of directory or listing website that you may want to have. As I have said so much about this, and right now it's time for us to get started trying to design this website. So if you hit the download button, like I said earlier, we're going to come to WordPress.org. So you can see that we can download these right here and have this file on our laptop or on our PC, on our device, and then we can install it into WordPress. So you can see it has active over 5,000 plus installations, and also it has all 5-star ratings. So let's get started. For the sake of this tutorial, I'll be using a demo WordPress theme here called iBlogIncome.com. So if I come to the back end of this website, so I can see that I have WordPress 5.9, the latest version of WordPress installed. So I can come to appearance, I can come to themes. So if I come to themes, I can come to add new. Then I can search for a theme called ListingHive. And here we have the theme here. We can hit the install button and then activate this theme. So immediately we have this theme installed. We have a notification here that says that this theme recommends the following plugin, Hivepress, and then let's begin to install this plugin. Our plugin have been installed, and then let's return to plugin installer. Then we can then activate this plugin, and then this plugin have been activated. So let's return to our dashboard. So upon returning to the dashboard, you can see now that we have provision here for Hivepress, and then we have some settings that we can do under Hivepress, and we also have listings and vendors that wasn't here before. But before we continue, let's check what our website now look like. This was what we had before the new 2022 theme. So let's refresh. So now we see that we have something entirely different. So we have option here for listing, to add a listing. I am now signed in as dApps, and I have a sample page, but we don't have a demo here. And so going back to the dashboard, you would see that there is a prompt here that says if you want to start with the ListingHive demo content, please follow this screencast. So let's follow up. So upon hitting that button, we landed here. So we can see quite a number of things that we can pick out from here, but we want to import our listing demo content. Let's click this, and then we can see that we have a video tutorial here that would help us, but we can just hit this link here to download the demo content files. Okay, so right now I have my files downloading, and you can see that yes, I have this file completely downloaded. It's a zip file, but what we will have to do right now is that we will have to unzip it, because the content that we want to use is inside the zip file. So make sure you download or you extract the zip file. Okay, good thing we have our demo content downloaded. So now let's come back to the back end of this website, and then for us to be able to import our content here, we will need the help of a plugin called one-click demo import content. We have this plugin here, one-click demo import, so we can install this plugin, and then we can activate this plugin as well. So after this is done, the next thing for us to do is to come to appearance, and then we can come to import demo data. So you can see that here it says there are no predefined import files available for this theme, so please upload and import files manually below. And that's exactly what we are going to be doing. So now we have to import our manual demo content from our zip file. So I can then select a file, and then what you have to do here is that you have to be extremely very careful, because you must match the content for content here. So we have content here, we have import widget here, we have widget here, and we have customizer here, and then we have the customizer demo data here. So let's do content first. That's good. So let's select this. All right, make sure that you are very careful not to mix this together. So you can see, I think there's a mistake I just did here, customizer here instead of widgets. So that's a mistake. I need to be very, very careful. So let's show, and then let's do widgets. Fantastic. So we have quite some options here for us to install some recommended plugins, create demo data, and create landing pages to install some plugins. But I want us to just continue the tutorial by continuing to import demo data. So you can see that our data is importing. This may take a while, a minute or two, depending really. So let's give it time to watch it install. Import complete. So now we can visit our site to see exactly what we have. So let's close this and let's open up the site. So let's refresh this page. Fantastic. We now have ListingHive complete. So this is exactly what we have in our demo content, and we have that right here on our live website. So I think this is amazing. This is good. So there's still quite a number of things we can do here. So let's come to our theme settings. Here we see that we can make some customizations to our website. For example, our logo, in case we want to change the ListingHive logo, you want to add another logo, you can just easily hit here. So you will have the option to change the logo or just entirely remove the logo in case you don't want to. And then you can now change your site title to whatever you want to add it as, and then also a tagline in case you want to. And if you also want to have a copyright notice, you can do that here. In case you don't want to display your site title or your tagline, you can deactivate that as well. So also you will see that I have a pencil button here around the menu, so it means that we can change our menu. So the menu that is displaying there is the header menu, and we can change that to another menu we want. But basically I think we'll get maybe into that eventually later. We can also change our footer menu in case we want to. So that means we'll create a new menu entirely, and then we replace this menu with our old menu. So that's it for the customization. And we can come back and see that we can change also the colors of the website in case you are not comfortable with the green and yellow. We can maybe change green to any other color we are okay with, perhaps purple like this, and also for the yellow we can change yellow to whatever, maybe something along the line as well of what we have. Anything, any color you're comfortable with really, but this is just to let you know that you can change this header text. The text here so is white, you can change it to black if you want, and play around with the colors to see whatever would work out for you really. But I think I can just change this to default. White kind of pop on the black background. So you can change the background image also to another image, and then white may not pop, so you can come back here to change this text for you to have some form of customization. So that's it. So this is the header image here. You can see we have our image. So this image, we can hide this image and we can add another random image. For us to be able to add new image, when you click here, you go to WordPress media, you can bring any image from your WordPress media or go to your hard disk or hard drive and then bring an image on your computer, whatever you are using you're comfortable with, or where you have your image. So I really don't want to waste so much time trying to change this, but I really need to show you that you can easily change all of this. You can also change the front, you can change the home page, and you can change some widgets and also the menu in that sense. So that's exactly how you can add some customizations to this from in here. And I also showed where we can change the footer, so you can come here too as well to change this. You can see this is the footer like I said earlier. We can also hit all of this to see that what we have here is listings, real estate. This is a listing menu, so we can change this menu. This is also a social, this is also a menu as well, so you can edit this menu, and this is a blog post. So I'll show you really how we can work more with editing this eventually in this tutorial, but there's really nothing not so much of a big deal. So these are the blog categories we have in here. So to change this one here, we really need to just go to our blog and change some of our categories, and then this would be out. So that's it. So let's publish our changes. So eventually make sure you always do that before you leave here. You just might lose your changes if you don't hit the publish button. So that's it. That is done. So when we come to Hivepress here, we see that we have so many things to work around with here, from the Hivepress, the settings, to the listings, to the vendors, and that's exactly what I want to be showing you so that you can see. What's this? I think this is an error here. So if you come to Hivepress, you come to settings, for example. Let's see what we have. So we have our listing page. You can as well change your listing page, another page you want to, and you can play around with the settings. Really there is nothing spectacular here. enable zoom image. You can play around with that. How many regular listing per page? We have default 6. You can change this to 12 if you like. Featured listing per page is 2. You can change it to 3 or 4 if you like. Related listings are 3, and I think that's okay. And also for our vendors, we want to display vendors on front end. That's good. Vendors page is optional, but you can create a page for your vendors. You can create a new page and just make it your vendors page. And vendors per page 10, that's okay. Your display name for the vendor should be their username. That's okay as well. Allow direct registration of vendors. You may want to allow that, or you want to create your vendors from backend. That's really up to you, really, if you want vendors to direct register on your site. So for your users as well, there are some settings you can play around as well. First name, which is how you want their username, or last name or full name if they want to register on your site, really. And your terms and condition page, you may need to go and create that to add that here. Allow user register. Yes, generate user name from the email address. Require email address verification in case you want to reduce spam. You want to enable 2-step authentication for people registering, so they will have to receive an email and then go to confirm that they are really human before they can become users on this site. You can also play around that, and there's some there's some integrations as well that we can bring in here for reCAPTCHA for us to fully secure our website. So yeah, you can for us to enable reCAPTCHA, you can just go to your browser and type reCAPTCHA with Google and follow the procedure. I really don't want to waste so much time here. If you have issues doing that, you can check for a random video on YouTube to help you get your site key or security key for your reCAPTCHA. So the same thing for our emails, our themes, and also our extensions. Now let's go to our listings and let's see all of the listings we have. So these are all the listings on this website, and you would see that some here are marked as featured, some are verified. People can pay you so that their listings may be featured on your website for more visibility, and then you charge an extra income for that. That's a fantastic feature, and we can add new listing. We can create categories for our listings, and then we can add attributes to our listings. And these two things kind of confuse people, the difference between categories and listings. Categories are just general subset of your listings that will give people alternatives. So you can have, for example, if you come to our categories here, let's see all the categories we have on the site. So we have categories as services, as real estate, and for sale. So we can have categories we can have new categories on the site depending on what you want to do. Maybe you want to have a directory website for services or for product. If you want to have something like Fiverr, for example, that they do a lot of things, maybe something around web design, I can just say web design, or let's just say digital marketing. So here we can create this category. And one of the things again for category is that we can put a description for this, but that's really up to you. If you do that, it will be here. So we can say now that under digital marketing, we want to have subcategories, like for example, let's say SEO, and then we can make digital marketing the parent category so that SEO falls under digital marketing. So we can add this category. And you can see that now we have an arrow in front of SEO. So what it means is that this category here is a subcategory under digital marketing. So we can add another category. We can say mobile marketing, and then the parent category remains at digital marketing. So we can add this. We can say email marketing. We can add this category as well. And finally, we can say let's say backlinks. You find all of these things on Fiverr, things like this. So now this is exactly how to create a category, and this is how to create subcategories under your categories as well. So this is super simple and super easy. So now what attributes will do now is that attribute will give us a breakdown to further filter down our search under each categories or subcategories that we have. So for example, and also our categories can be site-wide in that sense, that that touches all our categories. So let's come to our attributes now, for example. So you see that we have a lot of attributes here already. One thing you note that for each categories you can have specific filters that would help people find exactly what they're looking for, and that's the beauty about having a directory website or a listing website. You need to have a lot of attributes, a lot of filters that help people find what they're looking for quite very easily. So I think that's self-explanatory. So let's look at some attributes for our new created categories. So let's add new. So we can say something like levels, for example. Do you want to allow front-end editing? Okay. Manually approve changes. Well, you can do that. We want to make this, we can make this checkbox or checkboxes in that sense. But let's make this a checkbox. Display exactly where do we want to display this form. We can display this in filter form. We can also include this in keyword search and display a sorting option. We'll see how this work out eventually, really. And the field type, we can make it checkbox as well. We can add icon to display this filter, so you can search for a filter that goes hand in hand with this for levels, but I can just use anything I just find here as well. But for the sake of this tutorial, I really don't want to waste so much time. Let me just pick anything here, really. Okay, as an icon to use. So what we have to do now is that you see that we now have the option here at the right hand to choose what categories we want this to fit in. So I can say I want this for digital marketing category. I also want this under digital market. I want this to work for backlinks, for email marketing, for marketing, mobile marketing, and also SEO. There might be some categories here or subcategories that this may not fall into, and I can also mark all the categories. I can say I want this feature for all the categories in that sense, and then I will first have to publish this. Okay, I think I'm unable to edit this because I had a checkbox, so let's make these checkboxes. Okay, and so let's update this. Okay, now good. I now have options to edit this since I have options. So right now we can now add levels. So like you see on most websites, we may want to categorize our sellers into different levels. So we can just say beginner, and then we add this, and we can also say level 1 seller. This is exactly how to create attributes for our website. So we can come back to attribute again, and let's create one more attribute. So we now have levels. So we may want to have another attribute for our sellers to filter down our sellers based on language. So in case your website will cut across several languages, so you can just say language. It's allowed front editing, manually approve changes. And then we can go for different options here, radio buttons, depending on what we really want to do. But I think checkbox is just okay for me here. We can display this. We'll see how all of things would display on the front end, and then we can manually remove where you don't want this to display. Field type definitely is checkbox. Checkboxes are really, and we can look for an icon here that would depict language in that sense. So how you can maybe search for something outside from here in case you can't find any. But for the sake of this tutorial, I will just pick anything random. And then now let's display this for categories, digital marketing, and then backlinks alone. let's leave this for others. So we'll say exactly that now when people are searching for other categories, they won't be able to find this particular attribute called language. So let's publish this. Immediately this is published, we have options to edit, and then we can add several languages that we want. So we want to search for sellers who can speak English language. And then let's add this option. So really that's exactly how to add listings and also add attributes for your listing. So now let's come down to our website and let's refresh this. You see that we have categories for digital marketing here as well now, but unfortunately I did not put an image. Okay, so let's come under real estate now, for example. So you can see now that we now have levels here, and we now have beginner, expert, level 1, level 2. So we can search for people under this. You realize that because this category is not under digital marketing and also backlinks, so we don't have English language. And so that's how intuitive this can be for people to filter down their searches to look for something more custom made for them. That's something very fantastic to note. So let's come back here now and let's come to our categories, or let's come to our listings really, and let's just change one of these listing here. So I can say this pink notebook here, let's edit this listing, is under for sale category, and let's change the category away from for sale and let's bring this to digital marketing and also backlink. And yeah, let's update this listing. So let's come back here right now and let's refresh this page. You see that we now have a listing under digital marketing already. So let's come to digital marketing. You see that we now have language here for Chinese, English, that people can filter down as well. So that's exactly how to create your filters and also how to create your category. So we now have our digital marketing, we have backlinks, email marketing, SEO, and mobile marketing. So you can create so many categories and also so many attributes that will help this suit what you want to do on your website. So this is quite a very fantastic theme. I'm very sure you'll find this quite very useful. And also we can come to our vendors as well, and let's see all the vendors we have. So we only have one vendor. We can add new vendor here, and we can also maybe allow people to add vendors on the front end. I think I'm going to check that eventually. We can also check the attributes we have for our vendors. You can see now that we don't have any vendors, so let's create a new attribute just the same way we did earlier on. We can say availability. So allow front-end editing, yes. Field type, let's do checkboxes again. Display this in all of this, and then let's do checkboxes, and then let's publish this. And we can edit this now. So for our vendors, we want them to have filters such as maybe full-time or part-time. This is super simple, super easy, so our vendors can be customized into full-time and part-time. This is exactly how to customize this theme to give you something entirely different. So when we come back right now to our home page, let's try to edit this page to see if we can maybe change some things. This is it. This is the call to action we have on our home page initially. So you can come here and then you can, I showed you exactly how you can even change the picture earlier. So you can change this thing to whatever you want, a different call to action generally. And also for our search, we have a search filter here. But if you come to our listing, you'll see that here there is an option for people to search by location. I think we'll come back to that eventually. So for our categories here, we have just 3. but we can change this to as many as we want. So we have 3 columns, so we can change this to 4 if this would be appropriate for us, and the number here should possibly increase to 4 as well. We can maybe change it to 5, 6 so that it can show more. We can maybe choose a parent category, but that's exactly how we can customize this further. We can also change this one as well here to from 3, so this is 3, so we are showing 6, so you can see that we have 2 columns here. We can increase this from 6, we can do them in the number of 3s, or maybe just change this to 4, and instead of changing this to 8, we can just change this to 12. Yeah, so you see we have more listings for people to see on our homepage. Yeah, really, so it's really up to you how you want to really design your website. Display only featured listings, so you can create a block where only featured listings will display. So you can, that's exactly like I told you earlier, that's exactly how to make money when people want to be on your featured listings, because they know that their listings will get, their ad will get more visibility. Only display verified listing as well. So these are the things that you can do to make more money for yourself and to make sure that you are dealing with real people, or you are putting the real product before the right eyeballs. So in that sense, you can also change the text here to, instead of categories, you can say top ads. You can also say related listings, or change it to favorite listings or favorite ads. In that sense, really what you want to do, you can change, you can add more things here to further customize your website. So if you scroll down, you should be able to see a lot of more blogs that you can bring in here. So you may want to bring in maybe your blog post. So your post list, you can see that you have a feature here for you to bring in your post. So if you come to Hivepress here, so now if you come to our listings, and now you can say we want this listing here to be for displayed featured listings alone. So we just have 2 featured listings, and that's exactly what we want this to display, and we want to just leave it as 3 and 3. So per time we are just showing 3 featured listings. So we have 2, we can make 1 more feature so that it will kind of pop and make this unique, and we can shift this upward. So what people see first is after categories. After categories will be for them to see instead of recent listings here, we'll call this featured listing, and we can also this content here we can duplicate, and then we can move this down. So these retain recent listings, and we now change this one to featured listings. Okay, so let's update our page, and now let's view our page. All right, so you can see we have our top categories here, and we have our featured listing like we did, and we have the general recent listings. So you see, this is so beautiful and super easy for you to edit and customize into whatever you want. So you can come to our listing, and then let's come to listings, all listings. These 2 are featured, so let's make this one, let's edit this, let's mark this as a featured listing, and then let's update this. So when we come back here and then we refresh this page, so we should have 3 featured listings. Fantastic. So I believe this is super easy for us to understand. This doesn't have a price, so I think that's the reason why this is a little bit smaller. These stars here shows that these listings here are featured listings. So we can have another category like this for verified listings as well, just to give people different varieties on your website and different ways for customers to check out something they would love about the listings on the website. That's it. I'm logged in here as Dabs. I would love for us to see what this site would look like not logged in. So I have to copy this. Let me open an incognito window, a private window here. All right, so you can see anybody here we require to sign in. We have our pages here. We can remove these pages as well, and so we leave our listings and we leave our blog. So if you want to add a listing, you'll be required to sign in, and you can sign in or register to create a new account. So that's exactly the behavior of this site as it is. So if we come down here and we come to our menu, so this is the footer menu. Let's come to our header and let's select this. So you see that we have the option here for pages. We don't want this here, so let's choose box select and let's remove all our pages. Save this. So let's refresh this. That we have pages gone here. The same thing we can do for our footer as well. So if we come down here, you will see that we have the theme for listings, for footer, listings, and social. So we can come here and then change the menu here to change everything we have here. Like I said, this is for the blog. You can change your blog categories and it will change what you have here as well. So that's exactly how to customize your header and your footer, also the menus as well. So before I end this tutorial, I believe that now you can see that you can do so much with this theme. Let's come down to our extensions. So from here as well, from Hivepress, we can also see all these extensions also in our WordPress dashboard, and we have quite a number of extensions here that we can use. One of the things we can do, we have about 16 extensions here. You can buy all of them for a giveaway price of $169 US. So you can hit the purchase to buy all of that. You can also see that you can allow people make bookings on your listings, which you can make money from. You can purchase that for $39. And also the marketplace, if you want buyers and sellers to interact directly and all of that, you can also purchase this as well for $39. And also requests, if you want to you want people to post requests on your site, like I've gone to Upwork at the time and I just go there to post requests. I am looking for a job, or I'm looking for somebody that can design this kind of script or this kind of plugin or design this kind of theme for me, and I'll post that kind of request, and people who could solve my problem reach out to me and give me their budget and all of that. Also, you can also do memberships. You can charge users for viewing listings, so there you can make some listings paid, which are maybe highly discounted, that members can enjoy. For example, if you go on Amazon now and you hear something about Amazon Prime, where you can pay for some membership and have some things discounted, there's something a feature like that here that you can also use. Search alerts, so you can also purchase this for $39. Notify users about new listings, so if users want to know when there are some particular kind of listings that are posted on the site, so they can be notified about that. So you want people on your site to log in with their socials, maybe their Facebook or Twitter account in that sense. Social links, you want to add social links to your listings. You want people to be able to just put links to their Facebook or whatever. So that would help the quality of this site if you can get that, and you can buy that as well. Opening hours, in case you have your opening and closing time and you want to add that to your website, where listings are open at a particular time and also close at a particular point in time. That's as well you can buy for $29. And the statistics as well, you want to see how your listings are doing. You want to see when and how and who is viewing your listings. You can buy a plugin as well to help you do that for $29. You want to add tags as well to your listings. You want to tag your listings together. For example, you may have different listings in different categories that have common interest that you want to tag together, and that's quite very unique. You can also charge users to claim listings. There's a listing you're selling, you want somebody to just claim it, and that's a very good way to make money. And this you can install for free, really, and it's a fantastic it's something very fantastic for you to have for free. So we may also install this, and this is the geolocation as well that we may you can also install, so that users can search listings by location. And also favorites allow users to keep a listing favorite. People can just mark out, this is my favorite listing. And also you can send direct private message to people from between buyer and seller. In that sense, allow users to send private messages. This you can install for free. And also having paid listing, this is a very fantastic way for you to make money with these websites, and this is absolutely for free. Wow, this is a future, in my opinion, you should jump on as well. And also having reviews for your site, this is also very amazing. So let's install this, so you can see that we can activate this. And now we have Hivepress reviews here already. So let's go to extensions and let's install paid listings. So now you allow users pay you for them to upload a listing. So you can design the website in a way that when people register as vendor on your website, vendors would have maybe 2 free listings. Then after that, they will now start paying you a particular amount for other listings. So that's a very good way for you to make money with this website. So let's come down to still extensions and let's install geolocation. Let's install this. And also for the messaging and all of that, you can install all of these extensions to give your website a lift. But this will do right now for this tutorial. So if you come down now to Hivepress, so if you come down now to listings, you will now see that we have packages, and this is for our paid listings. So let's come here. So you see that we don't have any package, but we can add some packages. Let's say this one will be free. So limit listings, so we can just say we are giving our users 2 listings for free. WooCommerce product, yes, for us to be able to use paid product, we need to install WooCommerce. But since this one is free, we may not need a WooCommerce for this right now. So you can also put an expiration date to the listings if you want to. You can make this a featured listing as well, or you can also recommend this package in that sense for the free. But let's leave this, and this can cut across all the categories, so in case you want to do all of that. So let's publish this. So before we go into the paid package, let's come to plugins and let's come to add new. So now let's install WooCommerce. Okay, so we can install WooCommerce. So you also know that installing WooCommerce, you need to install your favorite payment gateway. So that's exactly how people can get to pay you. So you can install PayPal for WooCommerce. You can install it, authorize.net to checkout. There are quite a number of payment gateways with WooCommerce, and that's quite fantastic for this future to work with WooCommerce. So you have quite a handful of payment gateways that you need to install to get paid with. So I'm not sure we're going to go through this wizard right now, but you know the idea. You can set up your WooCommerce. once you follow this wizard, you should be able to set up your WooCommerce in no time. But I will skip this right now so that I won't waste unnecessary time. So now let's come back to our listings and let's come back to our packages. So now let's add another package. So let's add paid, or let's do premium. So for us to be able to use this, we need to create a WooCommerce product, and that's exactly what we'll have to do right now. So let's add a new product in a new tab, and let's call this premium. So you can have different packages. You can have like 3 to 4 packages. You can have monthly package, yearly package. You can do so many packages for people to pay you to upload listings on the site, depending really on how you want to structure your site. But for the sake of this tutorial, let me just do premium, and let's make this a virtual product. Let's make our price, let's just say $20, and that's it. So let's publish this. So now let's refresh this. We call this premium still. Now let's search for our WooCommerce products. So now you can put a description here to tell people about the premium, and I think a description here will come in very handy to tell people, okay, yeah, this is a premium, this is a premium package. Under this package you get this, you get that, you'll be able to do this, you get 2 featured listings. And in that sense, so that would encourage people to want to pay to get your premium. So you can itemize all the things they would get and all of that. And also the listing limit, you can just make it 20 listings. The listing expiration is for 31 days, so it may be a monthly premium. So it may be a monthly package where they pay for a month and they get access to 20 listings in a month, and it expires in just maybe 30 days, for example. And the listings may be featured listings. So anybody that pay you, definitely you want to make it a featured listing. And you may not want to recommend this. You may have another package where you recommend this. So just like an editorial recommendation on your website. So you can add another listings where you make it a featured listing. This may not even be a featured listing. You may add another package that has a featured listing, then another package that have both the featured listing and also the recommended listing. So really you can structure your website in so many ways for you to make money on. But for the sake of this tutorial, let me make this recommended and also mark this as featured listings. And this definitely will cover all categories. You may want to make this package for just a specific category. You can have different packages for different categories, and that's why this website, this theme is quite unique, and at the same time it is also free, and that's mind-blowing really. So yeah, our vendors would have the options for them to be able to choose to use the free, and then once they exhaust the free, they will need to switch to the premium. That's done. And finally, for us to be able to get geolocation search, so when we come back here and then we come to settings and then we come to integrations, we will see that we have Google Map API keys here that is optional, and once we are able to put this, people will be able to search via location. So how do you get this done? Is quite simple and easy. If you go to YouTube and search for Google Map API keys tutorial, you see a step-by-step guide to help you get that done, and within a few minutes you should be able to set that up and get your API keys. And also for recaptcha, I really don't want to go into all of that so that I won't make this video longer than this and out of context. But that's exactly how to get a hang on this theme. I'm sure that you would find this theme quite very useful. So you can go ahead and go and install this theme and get using it, and let me know your experience. So you can go ahead and install this theme and get started, and let me know your experience. Let me know if you have any difficulty anywhere trying to do anything, and I will try as much as possible to help you. If this video has been super useful for you, kindly give me a thumbs up, and also subscribe to this YouTube channel for you to have more awesome videos like this. And that's it for this video. I would see you in another video, and until then, make sure you are good, and bye for now.